nice.
Don't be rude, say it back. Welcome back to The Beast Den. Tonight, we are gonna talk all about deepening our relationship with God. A couple of months ago, I had posted what kind of content you wanted to see more of, and you guys expressed a desire to hear more about how it is that I have been deepening my walk with Christ in the last honestly, over the last year, I would say. And so today I wanted to share with you what resources I've been using, kind of what my routine has been and what has been working for me in my walk. This week I have a conference I'm speaking at, and there's a lot of like spiritual things going on in the back end of that I'm just not really sure if I'm prepared to share with you just yet, or if the Holy Spirit, leads me to ever talk about it. But tonight I want to just get cozy and we'll get to chatting. So, buenas noches, bienvenido a Sloan the Beast. Mi nombre es Sloan. Yo soy una coach de vida para mujeres que viven vidas bastante ajoradas. Yo te ayudo a alcanzar balance en tu negocio y en tu vida sin tener que comprometerte tú misma, sin tener que sacrificarte tú misma. Tus sueños, tus ambiciones, tus deseos, sin tener que sacrificar tu salud. En esta noche yo voy a estar compartiendo cuáles son los hábitos que yo he cambiado durante el último año, que me ha ayudado a poder profundizar mi camino con Dios. Hace unos meses atrás yo hice un cuestionario. En ese post ustedes expresaron que querían saber más sobre la guerra espiritual, querían saber más sobre mi camino con Dios y cosas de la fe. Lo sobreabundante del corazón habla la boca. Y yo, claro, me emociono porque en toda oportunidad que yo tengo de poder hablar de Dios, quiero poder hablar. I get excited, as you could tell. I'm tripping over my words. So I'm really excited for tonight's vlog. I'm super, super happy that this is a topic that you guys want to hear more of. Let's go ahead. Let's get undone. I want to I don't have any makeup on really, so I want to just kind of freshen up my face, take a shower. I got some new pajamas that I'm going to put on, and let's get comfy as we prepare to wind down for the day. that I have been doing that I know have really deepened my relationship with Christ. My spirit language, if you will, is Spanish. So, todas mis Biblias, tú vas a ver que la mayoría son en español. Los comentarios que yo tengo también son en español, yo oro en español. Es la verdad el idioma la cual yo me siento más cómoda con las cosas de Dios. And a part of that I feel like is because when I was growing up, this is how my parents taught us how to speak in Spanish. Every night we would read a chapter between, myself and my two sisters. I would have a couple of verses, my sister would have a couple of verses, my other sister would have a couple of verses. I'm sorry if you hear my dogs in the background. We haven't been home all day, and so they're finally getting the chance to run around. Let's go ahead and talk about all of the things that I know have strengthened my walk with Christ. Your Bible. So this Bible, it's NVI. I do have it in Spanish. I use this Bible as kind of my church Bible, if you will. I do also study with it. This is primarily my church Bible. I do go to an American church, but like I said, I feel more connected to Christ when I'm in my Spanish Bible. I didn't understand this until I really began to mature in my walk. You want to have different Bibles because having different translations of Bibles is going to allow you to get a better grasp of what it is the writer is trying to say. It's also the way that I find you can have more revelation because you're looking at different scripture or the same scripture just written in different ways and different interpretations. And so sometimes something might click that prior to you having read it didn't. You've seen it before on my channel. It is my Bible study Bible. This big girl here, it is the She Reads Truth Bible. It said she's hefty. I am sending an email to the company this week, pretty much all the companies that I have like Bible studies to or devotionals to or this Bible that doesn't have a Spanish version. I am sending them an email this week requesting a Spanish version. Like, your girl needs a Spanish version because again, it's powerful for you to have different interpretations, and in this case, different languages. Geographically, it shows you. It also gives you additional reading. So if you want a devotional, it has like week 1, week 2, like to go deeper. It has a timeline. It has background, message, and purpose. So it gives you just really great context on what's going on in this case, in the book of Ezra. It's also just like really, really pretty. And this book, okay, here we go. You can see that this is my study book. And I've been in the book of Isaiah for like a little bit now. I don't know what it is, but I love the book of Isaiah. So you'll see that I have it pretty marked up. I use my erasable highlighters. I use pens. This is a great Bible. I really, really have been enjoying it. And I love this Bible for my daily Bible study. I think it's just a great Bible to have. I actually got it for my husband as well. I believe that when you buy things that you like, things that match the vibe that you're going for in your home, it makes it so much easier for you to want to pick it up. Let's finish up with the resources and then we'll talk about the most important thing that you need to do if you want to deepen your walk. I really, really love the Daily Grace Co. books, devotional. I actually just finished the book of Job and I'm gonna start with Habakkuk this week. The Names of God. I have Sacred Suffering. This one is the Job devotional. There's a his and hers, so I bought one for my husband. I am big on like not forcing relationship. I can only worry about my relationship with Christ and being a stewardess of my home, making sure that I am teaching my children how to walk in integrity with Christ and how to walk daily with Christ, more than just becoming a religion or becoming something that's mundane, but really bring Christianity to life for them. I feel like that's my responsibility, and the gift that I get to give my kids is learning that Christianity, learning that our faith is an absolute privilege. Just being, again, just a good leader in my home and being a wise wife and a wise woman that educates her home like the Bible asks us to be. I'm gonna share this probably for the first time ever, but I've been keeping this since 2016, and it is my prayer book. This journal has been such a tool for me. I know a lot of people use a prayer journal as a space to remind themselves of all of the prayers that the Lord has answered for them, whether that's a yes, whether that's a maybe later, or no, I have better in mind for you. And while yes, I do use this prayer journal for that, this prayer journal is one of the tools that I believe the Lord used to teach me how to become a prayer warrior. I started using this journal as a space to write down the prayers and the specific verses that supported my prayers when it came to the struggles I was going through with my marriage. It was key when I had my second son, and they call him a drive-by baby because I walked into the hospital and 20 minutes later he was out. Like, I didn't have any time for an epidural. I didn't have any time for anything. And this is where I put all of my prayers. This is where I put all of the verses that I was going to lean on. This is where I put the things that the Lord ministers to me. And I look back and I'm encouraged. I look back and I'm strengthened. If you don't already have a prayer journal, I hope that this serves as encouragement for you to buy one, start writing down the things that the Lord ministers to you, the experiences that you have with the Lord, the prayers that you make, and the verses that support them. Because when we're talking about spiritual warfare, this is what makes your warfare so powerful. So if you don't already have a journal, definitely get yourself one. It doesn't have to be pretty. Again, I just really care about aesthetics. If you want to work out something light in the morning, yeah, this right here, this is what you want to do. This is the Matthew Henry commentary. The Matthew Henry commentary is an OG. I picked up this commentary after remembering that my mom had a commentary, and when I couldn't find one in her house that I could confiscate, I decided to purchase one for myself. Commentaries are an investment. This specific one is an investment. I think I paid about $60, $70 for it. It has been a game changer when it comes to my study of the Bible. I can go in here and I can read, and I can read what he says in terms of commentary. I get so much more revelation. I get so much more understanding. Once you get through those first couple of months, or sometimes even it can take even years of that discipleship, it is time for you to go deeper. It's not good enough for you to just read whatever the verse of the Bible app is of the day. You really want to go deeper. You want to understand contextually what's happening. You want to understand geographically what's happening. You want to understand in terms of culture during that time what was happening. And the way that you do that is through these tools like commentaries. Yes, Google exists, but you have to be very careful of what you're reading online. And so something like this has just been such a game changer for my studies. And I really believe it has enabled me to deepen my understanding of what the written word is. So my mom has an entire library of books, and every so often I'll go in there and I'll look for a book. One thing that I really want to try and do more of, I know that I finished, or I'm about halfway through Onyx Storm, and I'm just gonna have like a really raw and real moment with you all. I have really struggled to finish this book, and part of the reason why is because there is sex in the book, and it is a fantasy book and all the things. And so I've really just been struggling with getting through the book because of how much conviction I've been feeling. But I just started this book 2 days ago, and I'm already almost halfway through this book. It's called El Mover de los Ángeles. It's the Move of the Angels. Cuando tú estás alimentando el espíritu, es como que tú recobras fuerza, como que el tiempo te pasa tan rápido que ni cuenta te da. I don't really know where I was going with that. I'm gonna be honest, but I just wanted to share that if you are someone that's also struggling to read like secular books, I know we talk about secular music. I don't think we talk about secular books as much. And especially when there's books that are promoting fornication. If you're trying to deepen your walk with Christ, there's things that we gotta shed and we gotta let go of, and also understanding that this is a walk of progress and not perfection, because if we were perfect, we wouldn't be here, but we are imperfect in our flesh. We are imperfect because we are still humans. So as we continue our walk, it's important, I also think, to expose the dark places, right? And so I've really been struggling with secular books, but what I have been doing instead is reading faith-based books. Let's talk about the biggest thing that I know has deepened my walk, and that is attending prayer group. If you want to go deeper in your walk, if you want to conocer los misterios del Señor, you got to strengthen your prayer life. The best way for you to do that, especially if you're first starting out, is to go to prayer service. Prayer groups, prayer service should be it's a safe space. You're standing in the gap, right? Te estás parando en la brecha por otras personas. No es un lugar para ser juzgado, es un lugar donde tú puedes aprender más de Dios, es un lugar donde tú puedes aprender de otros guerreros espirituales que tienen más madurez que tú. This is where battles are won, is in prayer. This is where you are renewed every single time you walk into the presence of God. This is where the Spirit will speak to you and change you. It is such a privilege to be able to come al trono de Dios y ser usado y ser atalaya y ser guerreros. Like, it is just the biggest privilege, and what a blessing it is. And so if you want to deepen your walk, the number one way that you are going to do this is tighten up your prayer life. And if you don't know how to start, get involved with your prayer group. And if that seems too far-fetched for you, get yourself a friend that's prayer-filled. Get yourself a friend that doesn't mind interceding with you. Get yourself a friend that doesn't mind saying, you know what? Let's do 20 minutes of prayer, because you don't really need that much time. Sometimes the prayers that are 5 minutes can be more powerful than a prayer that's an hour. Because just your heart is in it. Your heart is in it, and it's a heart posture thing. And when you come to the Lord and you say, I really just want to learn how to communicate with you in this way, the Lord sees your heart and your honesty behind that and your desire, and He is going to teach you, and watch as that evolves. So I hope that these tips were helpful for you. Let's go ahead and wrap up the rest of our night. I think I'm going to do some editing. I have a vlog that's got to go out tomorrow. Then we'll go from there.
And most importantly,
Buenos dias. It is Wednesday. Today we have a pretty busy day because my daughter is doing some nails. I have a ton of work I have to do for our upcoming event in New York City, as well as just last minute prep for this conference. This is the fit of the day. If you are going to any event, if you are having photos taken, my recommendation to you is to not save the outfit for the day of. Wear it beforehand so you know how it fits. Do you like it? Are you comfortable in it? And then that way you also know whether or not this is a fit that you actually want, or if there's pieces that you have to switch out and you have enough time to do that. So today I am just wearing the shoes that I'm gonna be wearing this weekend. I really wanna make sure that they're comfortable. Are they for longer wear, or do I need to think something else up? Quick fit talk, the jacket is from Zara's. The pants, I believe these jeans are Aeropostale. The shoes are Anne Klein, and the shirt, I have no idea. It's like a mock top. I'm getting waxed tomorrow, so I can't exactly be showing my underarms. And these rings, if you'll notice, I got these new rings for $4 at Primark. The morning, afternoon, we are ready to get some lunch. KAK Aesthetics, if you are in Kissimmee, Orlando, St. Cloud area, if you're in Tampa area, 100% worth the drive. I will leave her information down below, and I'll see you guys for lunch in a little bit. I already, yes, spicy peppers. We'll do a quick fit check and then we'll talk about what the plans for today are because they are very, very exciting. So I wanted to take a second to share with you my big news. Okay, so ayer me pasó algo que todavía estoy como que en shock porque literalmente desde los 12 años lo único que he querido ser es una YouTuber. I'm going to be attending YouTube's Creator Collective tonight. I am so excited for this. Today, the plans are I'm gonna get waxed. I have my onboarding with my new coach today, and then this party starts at 5. So I'm gonna come home, probably wash and dry my hair porque está frío. From there, we kind of just kick off the weekend. I have a Rich Girl conference that I'm speaking at. I have like VIP things. I have speaker dinners.
alright. She's hot, red hot, sweet like a summertime apricot, shining like gold 'cause the money always green, blue skies, purple rain, the colors make you wanna sit. Rainbow woman dancing on her own with the sparkle in her skin and the glitter in her soul. Rainbow woman, I just gotta know, who made you like that? Who made you like that? Who made you like that?
I am back from YouTube's Creator Collective event here in Orlando, and I wanted to share with you my thoughts on the event, my thoughts before the event. I've just gotten back from YouTube's Creator Collective event, and I wanted to share with you my thoughts, answer a couple of questions that you probably have because I definitely had them, and share with you how it is that you can get involved as well if that's something that you wanted to get invited to this invite-only event. So the first thing is I want to show you, we got these Creator Collective tote bags, which I really like. They're really great quality. They are by the company Feed, it looks like. They gave us these badges as well as these bracelets, which I'm assuming were to confirm that we were 21 and up because we did get 2 free drinks. So when I arrived, it was at a club in downtown Orlando. There's a line where they check your ID, so they want to make sure that you actually registered and were approved for this event. You actually can't even get into the event. You don't receive any details about it, the location or anything, until you've been approved. So it is a 2-part process. First, you have to get invited. Once you have submitted your registration, then you need to be approved by the Google team. So once you've been approved and you get that congratulations email, then at that point they send you all of the details for the event. I just found out about this event yesterday through a creator on Threads who was actually posting who is going to attend the event. As soon as I saw this, I was like, I had no idea what was happening. At that point, I received an invite. Once I received the invite, then I got approved to go, which was so amazing. Just a couple of questions that you probably have if you have been invited to YouTube's Creative Collection event. Number 1, can I vlog? I actually left my Osmo Pocket with my husband, who dropped me off, because they do advise that you ride share, especially because this particular location was in downtown Orlando. They do not vouch your parking, so they recommended that you ride share. So my husband dropped me off around 5:30. The event ran until 8 o'clock. You can come at any point throughout that time. There's no content about this online, literally. If you look up YouTube's Creative Collection, there is content about the creator collection that happened in India. There's a couple of TikToks around like Atlanta and Dallas. And I get it, it's a networking event, right? So probably vlogging is the last thing on your mind. But also we're YouTubers and like we see a storytelling opportunity everywhere, right? I didn't bring my camera. I said I have my iPhone. So if we are allowed to record, I will just get content on my iPhone. So the content that you see is all recorded on my iPhone. There were people there that had cameras. I want to say I saw at least 3 people there with cameras, but there was a lot of creators taking photos, taking video with their iPhones as well. They brought their portable light. So I think that a lot of people had the same kind of questions. There was one creator that cracked me up because she was like, well, I didn't bring my camera because I didn't want people asking me what kind of lens do I use, what are my settings, because I don't know. And I just thought that was the funniest thing. When you receive the invite, they tell you wear whatever, is most you. So I decided to go with an outfit, like you guys saw, I changed an outfit that I felt most comfortable in. Everyone kind of just had their own style. It's not something that you have to wear like a cocktail dress to, and it's not something that you have to wear like a blazer. I think the other question that I had before getting there is, what's the atmosphere going to be like? What's the vibe going to be like? Are they going to ask me for stats? Like, is this going to be weird? And out of all the people that I spoke to, and I spoke to quite a lot of people because the community was so nice. Everyone was so welcoming. Literally, if you locked eyes with somebody, it was like, we're going to introduce each other, because that's what we're here for. We're here to get to know each other. We're here to build a community locally regarding this platform, which I will also say as a caveat, I thought there was going to be a lot more YouTubers there, but there was a lot of TikTokers there. A lot of the people that I spoke to today were actually TikTok creators. And I think that the reason for this, just thinking analytically or thinking strategically, is because the users of TikTok are more likely to follow a YouTube page, right, from a creator that they actually know, like trust, right, from maybe their comfort creator, for example. They will follow them to this other platform, i.e. YouTube, versus Instagram followers will not leave the platform to follow you on YouTube. They will not leave the platform to watch your latest YouTube video. TikTok users, however, are more likely to make that jump. So I think that that was strategic on their part in getting more TikTok creators into this space, because they want them to become YouTubers, if hopefully that makes sense. And so again, from a strategic standpoint, I could definitely see where they were going with that. I only got asked about my subscriber count one time. And because I believe that I'm running my own race at my own pace, I can proudly say how many subscribers I have here, because if you put 1,300 people into a room, I think we're a little bit over that at this point, but if you put 1,300 people into a room, that's a hell of a lot of people. If I put 500 people into a room, that's a lot of people. And so that's just the way that I choose to see it. I know that I'm growing at my pace. I'm growing at a pace that feels right for this community. Do I want this page to grow? Of course I do. If I didn't, I wouldn't be putting so much work and effort and energy into it, right? I appreciated that as well. People were only looking to vibe and get to know other people. The common question was, what kind of content do you create? Which I thought was amazing because it really showcased, have you perfected your pitch as a content creator? Do you know how to pitch what kind of content you make? The Wi-Fi was spotty, so we exchanged Instagrams. So even if you are primarily focusing on YouTube, this is just further confirmation that you should have Instagram, even if it's on the back end, even if it's just something that's running by itself. Maybe you have all your posts automated, but you should have an active and running Instagram account or a TikTok, because these are just the most common platforms that people like to follow, and then you can kind of take it from there. And again, a lot of people weren't even YouTubers anyways. Again, just tons of market research. Also led me to realize that YouTube seems like such a huge pool where you're like trying to carve your own way, but really the amount of people that are on YouTube and are on YouTube consistently and are on YouTube successfully is a really, really small percentile. So it was also confirmation to just keep with it, keep creating, don't stop, stay consistent. Okay. It also, there was a couple of conversations that I had where I was like, wow, you could really make use of a series. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it in the cards up above. The other takeaway that I had from tonight is, if you are a content creator, okay, for example, my page, I am a life coach. I help you achieve work-life balance as a woman that has a business and that has a really busy lifestyle. So I help you bridge that gap so that you are scaling and growing your life and your business simultaneously in a way that doesn't self-sabotage, okay? Now, I have a business, so my content feeds into my business. A lot of these creators, content creation is the business. And that there is no sustainability in that. You've seen it with so many creators where they start as content creators and then they get into merchandise and then they get into makeup lines and they get into perfume. They get into so many different things, right? They get into events. And again, it is just a part of that creator economy that isn't talked about enough. As a creator, you need to have a way to monetize your audience. And I may make a whole series on this. Let me know in the comments down below if this is something that you would be interested in, because too many of them are depending on brand deals only to be their source of income, when in reality, you could have your own lipstick, you could have your own sweatshirts, you could have an event that you host every year, a retreat. I have a retreat that I'm hosting actually in London in October. Another thing about the event is you cannot bring a plus one. You can only bring yourself. So if you are not comfortable networking on your own, time you start getting comfortable. Practice your pitch as far as content. Practice going up to different people and knowing how to start and keep a conversation going. Get comfortable asking, hey, do you mind taking a photo of me or a video of me? Get comfortable in those scenarios. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe. This helps me so much as we are currently on a mission to reach 5K subscribers, but more importantly, 5K subscribers that are highly engaged, that actually are invested in this community, that want to grow alongside us and learn. I post 2 times a week all about mindset, lifestyle, and content creation. On Sundays, I post vlogs like these. So I want to make sure that you're learning something, but also you see how it is that I implement it and put it into place, and so that you could see yourself through my content. So if you haven't already subscribed to Sloan the Beast, please be sure to do so. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed this week's vlog, and I will see you in the next one. Sweet nightmares, Beast Fam.